Redshift was wondering if Zam was standing in. Let me read back through. By the way, hello everybody.
Yeah, hi
How are we all
folks.
doing? This is gonna be 20 week what
7.
27? Holy shit!
Round 27.
Wow.
Yeah.
Of King of the Hill, and we're dueling it up tonight. And yeah, operator said should let Zam play first, and Redshift seemed to be okay.
Yeah, actually, let's massage the list a little bit here because
Okay.
I think we want to ramp up the skill. Have we met Nitrogen before? Do we know who that is? I'm trying to remember if
Goes good with
him.
oxygen. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Number
That was
1 for the
horrible.
night. All right.
You know what one of my favorite parts about this is? Just glancing over at
What's
IRC, seeing something totally insane going on, and having no idea what they're talking about. Swamp Donkey?
It's
What?
normally about you guys.
Hmm. Well,
I didn't say Swamp Donkey. Did you say Swamp Donkey?
I'm just trying to
don't
think
think I
if I can twist that into some sort of sexual innuendo. I think
I
I
was
can.
thinking more racist, but okay, if you
Oh
want to,
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. I guess could be
Wow.
going there.
PV is awesome. He can rearrange the list.
Oh well.
And he said I
fantastic.
could fill up his bot.
Wait, did you say bot or box?
Bots.
Either one is. Sorry. All right.
There we go.
Team 6 works. Okay, there we go. They sorted it out.
This is how we do it. Okay.
Ooh, look at that. F3's pressed. We're gonna
Hey.
get King of the Hill, round 27 live. And by the way, I'm Grease Scotsman. My co-host tonight's Jahar, and we are live. Jahar,
What's
you
up?
want to take us away?
Sure do, and it's going to be Gotti getting the stairwell by the LG right off the bat, and he's going to be skipping the LG, going for Mega Health right away, doubling back for LG, and taking the long way up to go and get himself some yellow armor. On the other hand, Nitrogen has got a red armor rocket launcher start. He's also got himself an LG and plasma gun. No initial rails pickup so far, and so far Gotti has been staying at the lower tier of the map, and we've been seeing Nitrogen keeping the higher ground, but that's a second red armor pickup for him, and he's looking like he's going to be ready to ambush Mega.
Yeah, he's got good position on it too, and Gotti doesn't even show. Let's go take a look at Gotti. He's gotten himself that first Mega, and it looks like at least one yellow armor. He's at 43 armor, and he's looking for red. This is where the first battle is really going to break out. And he walks into that rocket, and is now into rail range, down to 41 health, getting tickled in the ass by a little bit of LG. He's got to pick his exit, and this is, yeah, basically a little bit of hesitation there for Gotti. Lost him the lead. Nitrogen picks up frag number 1. Now Nitrogen says that he's new. Ooh, nice aggressive move by Gotti.
Ooh.
Lands a rocket right into Nitrogen's head, and unable to do enough damage to push Nitro off of RA, but definitely getting some damage done. Let's go take a look. Gotti armorless right now, and not in position to get YA. It's about to get picked up by Nitrogen, so Gotti has his work cut out for him as he RJs across and over Nitro. This is kind of the wrong place to be, because you don't have any way in on red armor, and so if Gotti doesn't have one yet, he needs a railgun, and he didn't spend the time to go get that. Instead, he went back to go get some 25s to get at least full health. Problem, though, is he now needs to cross the map without getting any armor, and he will not be in good shape
And-
to take any fights.
Yeah, and this is especially a really bad place to be. Let's see if he can get out of there alive. But I'm wondering if he has his headphones on straight. We did hear Mega Health get picked up, but he was still creeping over looking for the ambush. And there's red armor being
Right.
picked up again, so good timing from Nitrogen so far. But nope, Nitrogen has taken an early control of the map, and so far we've only seen one or two real fights, and only one frag has come out of it. And Gotti shows up way early, and he's here on the red armor itself instead of hanging out under the bridge where he could afford himself some room. He RJs straight up, puts himself right into harm's way, and
This is
red
actually
armor's
really big.
just back up now. Yeah.
Nitro's timing is off. He thought that red was taken, but Gotti
Maybe
didn't.
Gotti thought that red was taken too. Oh.
Yeah. exactly. So Nitro's going to get a freebie, yellow and RA, and we'll be back in time for Mega. So Gotti basically needs to just disappear, and he actually is just RJing all over the map right now, and essentially losing whatever, like, oh, did he just steal that Mega?
Ooh.
No.
Left was 19 health.
Yeah.
But that last play, that was something I'm sure that both players are going to watch at a later date and kind of facepalm, because they both assumed that the other player got the red armor, and it was left up for a while. Nitrogen got the better end of that deal. Gotti did grab himself a mega health. That did save his ass, but now he's low on health, and he's going to have to go back to pillars to grab some more.
He's been spotted, though. So Nitro, honestly, he could just go aggressive right now and just go get a kill. We've got YA and Mega coming up at the same time. Obviously, Nitro going to position himself nicely for Mega. He's backing away from it, so I think Nitro's timing is breaking down, and he really wants to secure. And as you can see, this is actually the wrong item to be getting. For Nitro, looking at what stack he had, his priority should have been Mega, because he already had about 170 armor and full health. Mega would have been the better grab for him. And given where we knew that Gotti was, he could have positioned himself such where he could get both RA and Mega. Instead, he gave up Mega. So now he's got 90 health and 200 armor. He's going to go back up to 200 armor, but Gotti's got an in. If he can, we just hear him pick up some shards. If he can not take damage here, he's back for Mega. He might be pushed off of it. But now he can at least get YA. Nitrogen's going to look for a long range. And looks like Gotti came up behind him. So Gotti still doesn't have armor. Let's go take a look at him. 25. Yeah, just the shards.
And as vulnerable as Gotti has been, Nitrogen has been really relying on rockets a whole lot, and there's a lot of damage done to him. Gotti's left with 22 health, and it's still about 10 seconds before Mega comes back up. He's going to be going for bridge, 25 health, and looking to come up on this, but I'm not sure if he wants to be here to attack on this. Here it comes.
Right, and for Gotti, there's still another opening for Mega. It's going to look way too tasty, and that should have been an anticipated shot. Instead, Gotti's going to
down the path.
Yeah,
nice.
That was a great shot, and that basically saved Gotti's life from a really easy kill. Getting out of here, though, Nitrogen's aim's a little bit off. Now, this is where things really could kind of swing the other way. We're looking at, we're at 530, so we're definitely past the halfway point. Nitrogen's still controlling the items, though. And so what Gotti really needs to do is he needs to catch Nitrogen out. That's a great mid-air shot, perfectly placed, and that'll give him frag number 2. So Gotti, I think, not really knowing when he has opportunities coming his way. He doesn't change his play style like, okay, here's my in. And hopefully, watching some of the VODs here, he'll kind of be able to say, okay, I had an opportunity here, I could have pushed in, I could have timed this item, that type of thing. Because Nitrogen's not really tightly timing anything. He's definitely showing up for it whenever he just happens
Indeed, and this has been, by a wide proportion here, a very rocket-heavy map. I don't know if anybody's picked up a rail yet, at all. Nitrogen certainly doesn't have one.
Alright, so just to bring this thing totally off topic, we have a definition for Swamp Donkey. Ready?
Yeah, I was just reading that.
Swamp Donkey.
Good to know.
A really sloppy, annoying, and usually slightly overweight sorority girl. She's most likely the black sheep of the group. This girl will be the most drunk, the most forward, and the most not attractive.
Wow. Now,
Ooh, Gotti.
I have a word to describe so many people I know.
Now, Gotti had his back turned to Nitrogen as Nitrogen came down YA. Gotti was expecting him to come pillars. Instead, he came from the YA platform, so lucky did not die.
Oh, this is huge. Nitrogen has only one rocket left. After he uses that one, he's going to have to switch to something else. It's going to be LG. He's going to get pushed off of red. He did get the grab, though, and he's still left with 94 armor. Uh-oh.
But Mega's gone. So 2.5 minutes left to
Mega.
go.
Come back. Don't leave me.
If Gotti can take care of Nitrogen before he can restock, then this thing will be really close. Oh, that's a great rocket. Gotti's down, I think. No, Nitrogen's scared of him. He's backing off. But if we take a look, Gotti was pretty much dead. Ooh, nice rocket from Gotti.